First, I've got a bit of bad news for you. I've written and rewritten, edited and re-edited this speech, and the shortest I could get it down to was 1 hour and 16 minutes. But don't worry, I'm not going to give you the whole lot now, I'm just going to pick out some of the worst bits. Get my glasses on to make sure I can read my notes. I'm so glad you could all be here on this wonderful occasion which Mel and Stuart have worked so hard to make perfect, and hasn't been a fantastic day so far. Everybody agree on that? Quite honestly, it has been 2 years in the planning, this wedding, and it has been organised with the precision of a military operation, and it's a marvellous start to their married life. Now Mel, Mrs. Spencer, so cheers please, has always been a determined young lady who seems placid but has hidden depths. She used to scare me to death when she was a child because she was a keen horsewoman and rode a huge stallion. Now she prefers a different sort of thoroughbred. At school, college and university, she's a very able student and has always sparkled at class. At work, sorry, but when it comes to domestic chores, she's not always top of the class, are you? Here's a little secret. While she was at university, she spent a year away on work placement at Slough, and she lived on cream cheese sandwiches and Marmite on toast. Because she couldn't face cooking anything. And she still has to fathom out how to work a washing machine. However, I gather that Mel and Stuart have come to an amicable agreement about splitting up the household chores. He does a lot. I'm not joking. Mel is very much the modern housewife. Another talking point among friends and family is the amount of time that Mel spends putting on her makeup. It's actually legendary, this is. And when she goes on holiday, she needs one whole suitcase for her cosmetics. Goodness knows how much you're going to be taking on honeymoon, Mel. You know that old song about putting on the war paint? That's Mel. But, joking aside, I better say something really, really nice about her, or we'll be in trouble later. She's a lovely person who's brought a lot of joy to our lives over the years, and she's always level-headed and calm in a crisis, but all ready to smile when there's something to smile about, and there hasn't been that much to smile about over the last week, has it now? As the tension has been gradually ratcheted up. But here we are. I've mentioned her determination, and this quality has never been more valuable than over the past 18 months, because as well as coping with her demanding job in marketing, she successfully studied for a diploma to add to her SC degree. She also got super fit with punishing sessions at the gym, but she still found time to be a pillar of strength to her sister for the long weeks that Charlotte was in hospital, and also during the convalescence period. And we're never going to forget that, Mel. It was really, really brilliant. However you stood up to the pressure, I don't know. You somehow managed to. And remember that in the background, the wedding plans were always there, and there was lots of details to be attended to, but you stood up to the pressure and came through it all with fine colours, didn't you? Now then, just turn to Mr. Stuart Spencer. I took an immediate liking to Stuart because when he first came into our house, he had a passion for football, and I'm also a football fan, but he quickly made himself at home, became one of the family. You got your feet straight under the table, didn't you? There was no messing. He has, I think he pitched my wine on the first night. But he has many good qualities, strengths and abilities, about which we'll no doubt be hearing more in a few minutes. But Rosemary and I will always be grateful for the way that with Mel he gave such sterling support during Charlotte's illness. We're going to miss Mel a lot, but to look on the positive side, although we'll be losing a daughter, we'll be gaining a bedroom, won't Mel? They're a marvellous couple who have much in common, such as drinking and holidays, and one or two other things that I'm not going to mention at the moment. But one passion they don't share is football. Mel has struggled to come to terms with the offside trap and understand it, but the more we try to explain it to her, there's a sort of glazed look comes over her eyes and she goes into a semi-swoon. Still, Mel has promised to help Stuart achieve his ambition of having his own football team. Haven't you? Oh. That's not what I heard. Today, of course, is the 4th of July, and when this date is mentioned, everyone thinks of American Independence Day, but in future, all present on this occasion will think of it as the day when 2 young people lost their independence in a very good cause. Right. I'm sure that they're going to have a very happy and prosperous future ahead of them. Naturally, I'm pleased to welcome Stuart to our family, although it seems as though he's been one of us for a long time. I'm also delighted at the link established with the football mad Spencer family. One here, one... Oh no, you're not a football fan, are you? A little bit. She shouts some matches anyway. Right, well, I know Dad is anyway. I know that Daniel over there is. So, I think I've gone on long enough. I've not gone quite on for an hour and 16 minutes. So, it now remains for me to say, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and raise your glasses and drink a toast to the health and happiness of Mel and Stuart. Mr. and Mrs. Spencer. Mr.